Hello everyone, how's it going? How are you doing today, by the way? Welcome back to another late night casual commentary. I'm sure you've noticed I'm playing as Batman. This is a mod for a Caspian skin. I've had this one on my hard drive forever, just never pulled the trigger to make a video playing with it. But it's the perfect theme, because today we're going to be talking about secret identities a little bit, and masks, and anonymity. That is not the correct pronunciation for that word, but I think you get what I'm talking about. But first, before that, I have to talk a little bit about a secret identity of my own. I'm sure you may have noticed or not. Well, if you haven't, then here's your announcement. I have started releasing videos on my evil twin alter ego, dumb idiot, stupid head, eggsop. A very creative name, I know. It's what Shorpy calls me, so I just named myself that. It's the second channel. I have been working pretty hard behind the scenes. I know I've mentioned a bunch of videos. I work on a lot of stuff all the time that you almost never see. Well, one of them is this. I have 100 videos already made. I'll just talk about it in the next game. Okay, yeah, so I already have 100 videos that I've edited and made that is going to go up on the channel, which means there's going to be 100 days of daily uploads already made. So yeah, for the past 2 months, this is something that I've been working on in complete secret. I started trickling in some eggsop videos here and there, and people were kind of confused. They don't know if it's me. Is it who is it? Is it an impersonator? Is it me? Am I hiding behind a mask? Who's leading that account? Who's got the password? Who's got the login information? Turns out it was me the whole time. Surprise! I know. But I guess this calls for some celebration, because today will mark the official launch of eggsop. So I'm pretty hyped about that, pretty excited. Basically, I'm just gonna do stupid stuff there. Stuff that is too stupid for here, which is saying something. Short videos, short things that I've edited or that I want to edit, little clips from videos that I want to archive or keep because I think it's funny. Twitch clips is a big one because of DMCA on Twitch. If you're familiar with, wow, I really cannot speak tonight, can I? Familiar with that, there's a big scare of copyright, so you kind of have to delete everything, so it'll be a nice archive for that as well. A lot of stuff going up there, but yeah, 100 days of daily uploads already made. It's pretty exciting. So with that out of the way, I can start talking about some of the other stuff, the main topic, I guess, of the commentary, the main meat on the bone, which I want to talk a little bit about anonymity. Oh god, wait.
Okay, don't hurt yourself.
I really should have looked up how to pronounce this word before starting this recording. Being anonymous is what I will say. Not only in the real world, and I'm sure you can probably surmise I'm going to talk about online as well, because that's, I mean, the platform that we're on. But yeah, I guess the first thing that I want to talk about is how I feel very conflicted about my online presence and being someone online in general. It's weird to kind of say that I am a figure. I don't really know if I want to admit that, or that I have a following, or that people watch me at all. It's kind of terrifying, and I don't really believe it most of the time. I mean, most of y'all are bots. If you take a look at the comments, it's like I influenced something. It's not like I'm telling you what's a comment from the Discord server. No. It's all original thought there. But yeah, the idea of being anonymous, I think, is very powerful, and to a certain extent you lose that when you start to put yourself out there and be a little more vulnerable. And there's like a big safety net that comes with it, especially when you take into account like de-individuation and things that take away your personal identity, like masks or online profile pictures or even just everyday interactions. I don't know if you all experience this too, but a very interesting phenomenon that I noticed is that when I'm wearing a mask, and again, whether it's like a literal mask, or I'm wearing a ski mask about to rob a bank or something, not that I would ever do that, right? Or even just, you know, your Corbid 9+10 mask, gotta say it like that so I don't get demonetized. There's a level of power, or I guess safety, that comes from it, which is very, very interesting, because with the Corbid example, it's like literally doesn't even cover my whole face. I think the online usernames and like when you're a profile picture or anonymous online, it makes more sense. But even that, it's like the only thing that's not really being seen is my full face. And yet I still feel more comfortable. I feel like I can be less presentable outside, and it's okay, even if it's to literal strangers. But I guess I have these anxieties about, I don't know, like not shaping up enough. And when I wear a mask, wait, I was not paying attention. They had like all their jumps. Whoops. It's more okay in my mind, and I find that both cool and also a little bit sad, right? Like, it's cool in the sense that this kind of mask, whether, again, it's like a physical thing, or whether it's just like talking to people and not showing all of yourself because it's embarrassing. Like, there's a level of, oh my. There's a level of safety there. It's almost like if I can't be fully seen, then I can't really be fully responsible, maybe? I haven't really pieced together all the thoughts yet, but it's certainly there, and it's certainly something. Also, by the way, this is actually the first time I'm ever listening to music while recording a video. So in between cues, I'm like switching around the songs. I apologize if it gets annoying. If it is, I won't do it again, but I'm listening to Stream Beats, which is some pretty good music. And we're talking DMCA again. This is DMCA free music, so shout out Harris Heller. But anyway, point is that I feel like masks can become almost addictive in the sense that if you feel that freedom and that liberation that you don't get to feel all the time because just being yourself is too scary, and it's, you know, that's the actual thing that you want, that's the actual thing that's gonna give that satisfaction or that happiness. But like getting a mask or wearing a mask is close enough that it almost fulfills that without fully fulfilling that. No, I wanted that so bad. I shouldn't have saved them, but I don't know, I'm stupid. But yeah, it's kind of sad in the sense that like you can't really feel fully, okay, I'm a train wreck. Fully you know what I mean? Like, if you feel safer with a mask on than without one, there's a level of sadness there, and I definitely recognize that, like, in my everyday life. I mean, like anything, there's ups and downs to it, right? Nothing's really as simple as black and white. I don't think things are really positive or negative in nature. I think everything's kind of complex and depends on context. So I think there's areas where masks can be like super, super cool. Online is one area where I think, I mean, online is like a very good example of it being really cool and then really terrible, right? Because people can be so toxic online with no repercussions and like no empathy because you're not staring at people, you're staring at profile pictures, and there's also no repercussions. So like that's the deep negative side of it. But I think there's also a really cool positive side of it, which is like there's a lot of people that I've met, a lot of my friends, I mean almost all of them really, come from the Brawlhalla community, and a lot of it was because I felt like I could be me, more myself and free, because I wasn't tied to like a skinned home, I guess. I'm just tied to like a Samurai Jack profile picture on Steam. I guess if I mess up, it's not really on me, it's on that little Samurai Jack baby boy. And so I feel like I can be more myself, and you can almost either create an identity that you want to be, or gain more confidence in the person that you want to be by like wearing that mask, at least temporarily. I mean, at some point it's got to become reality, not stay a mask. But I think there's a level of like coolness to it too, like a coolness factor that comes in it. And I find myself, I guess recently, I mean really this video I'm just thinking out loud right now, I find myself chasing that more than I have before, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like quarantine blues or something like that. Maybe it's just being reflective and introspective on this whole whatever making videos thing for the past 9 to 10 months has been. But yeah, I guess, and I think a lot of it is also because I'm putting myself out there more. I'm kind of seeking that mask again. I think a good example to demonstrate this is, I guess, talking about face cams and stuff like that. You know, I've been using face cam on stream for a variety of reasons, which I guess I can just get into them. It's not like I should say I can get into them later. I can just get into them now. It's my video. I can do whatever I want. But yeah, so I guess I never, to back up, I never really wanted my face online to begin with. I really, really do value privacy, and because of tournaments, because of going to live events, I knew that my face was going to be out there regardless. People were going to know who I am, or who I was, regardless of how much I wanted it or didn't want it. And yeah, there's certain things you can do, like you can wear a mask and like all that, but a certain part of me, you know, I just want to see my friends, and I just want to compete, you know? So I realized like it's kind of inevitable, and as much as I don't want it, I might as well lean into it, because there's certain things that I can do with facecam that I can't without it, like certain bits that I can run, or like physical comedy, or you know, whatever it is, reactions to stuff. And I guess I'm using it, but I still don't really feel great about it yet, and maybe that'll come with time, but I really don't know. I guess part of me is a little afraid of being seen, sure, but I think another part of it, and I guess what I want to talk about a little bit more today, is the part where I feel like it may open the door for some uncomfortable things, some closeness that isn't really there, a bit of artificial, you could say, closeness, that sometimes I've been noticing recently has been forming a lot more. And I think a lot of being, I guess, personable, I don't know if that's the right word, probably not, I'm not a very personable person, I don't really talk to people, if I'm gonna be honest. The last person I talked to was, we're not gonna talk about it. What was I saying? I don't know, I guess just being open about a lot of things, especially when it comes to like anxieties or just like brain dump thoughts or insecurities, whatever it is, I think may sometimes give off the wrong impression, unintentionally, I guess, from my end, but it gives off a little bit of inner conflict where I don't want, I guess, people to think that, I don't know, that I'm someone that I'm not, because oftentimes, again, especially recently, I feel like with the influx of streaming more on Twitch, I've noticed a big group of people that feel like they know me, which is a weird thing to say, especially like, I don't know, just when people form complete pictures of people from what they see online, it really, I don't know, it always feels strange because it's not reality, it's not true. Like, yeah, sure, I'm open about a lot of things, I talk about a lot of things, but there's a lot of stuff that I never mention, that you will never know about me. And to think that sometimes people feel like they have a complete image of me and that they, I don't know, that they need to become friends with me or they're searching for friendship with this artificial screen person as opposed to like an authentic interaction between people makes me feel very uncomfortable oftentimes, and I'm not sure how to remedy that, and I think part of me just wants to run away from it all and just not be seen. But at the same time, some part of me does also want to fight that back, fight that thought, and does want to push myself way, 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 way outside my comfort zone, which is I guess what I'm doing right now, and be seen to some capacity or in some sense. Like, I don't know, even just talking about this right now, okay, so that move dropped and then it didn't drop and then it picked up again. That was insane. I've never seen that happen with Gauntlet Stare before. But yeah, like even talking about this right now, I have this super strong urge to just stop the recording right now and never upload this video ever. But I guess I'm gonna not do that for once because I've done that so many times. Because again, like I just want to pull the mask back on, and it's not like the mask is being fake, it's just not being full. And I don't know, I mean to some degree, no matter what, I will never be full, like online especially, but just in terms of like even in-person interaction, I guess it depends on who you're with. But yeah, I don't know, I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. I guess what I'm trying to say is that oftentimes I find myself in situations, especially when making videos, this is actually one of the most common situations, where I feel this struggle and a bit of conflict because while I'm being very much myself and I'm kind of just an idiot goofball dum-dum who doesn't know what he's doing, like even just showing that, which is a fraction of me really, like again, no matter what, there's not going to be a full picture, but even just showing that is scary. And I feel like I'm really, really good at either running from the things that are scary or trying to solve them before they even happen, which doesn't really let me live life at all. And if we're going back to the thing I was talking about last game, which, you know, I had some time in queue to think about what I was even trying to say or what the thought I was piecing together, I guess it's sort of like I'm a little... Even in real life, when there is a much greater chance to see a complete picture, I don't let people see that, and I don't let myself show that at all. And I kind of want to change that, you know? I want to take off the mask. I want to be Bruce Wayne for, like, once, because I never really am. And even though it's just like a stupid Brawlhalla gameplay video, and, like, really, I'm talking about nothing here, I still get really anxious and kind of worried that I'm wasting your time. Which is, you know, strange as well, I suppose, because it's my... Oh, I try to say... I try to help you. I tried! Oh well. Yeah, I think a part of me is, I guess, always a little bit concerned in the back of my mind about wasting people's time. Maybe that's not quite it. Maybe it's more like... I don't know, I just think about things transactionally, I guess. Like, I always have to offer something. I always have to provide value, because just me, myself, doesn't do it. So I get worried about things like that. And so, I don't know, I guess it doesn't really apply in this situation, or it applies in situations where it doesn't make sense, like this one, where, I mean, I guess technically speaking, it's my space? not like the social media platform. That one is long gone. But not that I ever had one to begin with. I didn't even know what MySpace was. Oh. Well, I guess they unfriended me. What else is new? I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to say that the idea that you can click off whenever gives me a lot of comfort, because then I don't know, it feels like a more physical indicator of like not liking or not being good enough, I guess. I don't know. No, why? I think some part of me is just very, very afraid of being inadequate, or I guess a bigger part of me feels inadequate all the time, so some part of me wants to run from it all the time as well, and a lot of what I do is an effort to not feel that anymore, but at the same time, because it feels like a truth, there's some part of me that also seeks it out, so I guess sometimes, I don't know, I look for negatives and stuff, but I want to stop doing that, and I want to try and be more me, I guess. And I feel like such a moron dork saying any of this. And realistically, I would not release this video if this wasn't the topic, but because it is, I kind of feel like I should, because I'm just being stupid if I'm not, and I'm going against everything I'm saying. So yeah, I guess that's why you're seeing this one, but I'm also listening to Jingle Bells, so it's a good day, I guess. But yeah, I guess those are the closing thoughts of the video, which is that I often feel very uncomfortable, anxious, not worth it, and if you do too, then welcome to the club, I guess. What's up? But I hope you enjoyed the video. I don't think it was a coherent one, but it was one, so that's worth something, I guess. I'll see you later. Good night.